Hello, welcome to my very first movie review. This is your boy Don P, and I will be doing movie reviews for you guys. Now, being that this is my very first review, I couldn't be happier that it's Civil War, because this movie just shot up the chart for me as quite possibly my favorite movie of all time. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot to say. That's very, to say it's my very favorite movie of all time, that's crazy. But I can't lie, when I was in the movie theater today, I was blown away. Scene after scene, I was blown away until I couldn't even believe what I was seeing. That's what this movie did. So, before I start, I just want to let you guys know I'm not going to sit here and Monday morning quarterback these movies. I'm not going to talk about, what was wrong, what they should have done, what could have been better, what I would have done better. I'm just going to take these movies as they are and just talk about the 5 basic points. Are those 5 basic points? The 5 basic points to movies for me? Well, soundtrack. It's very important. The music behind the scenes, depending on what scene you're looking at, really helps you feel what's going on. Acting is very important. I mean, if it's bad acting, then really not gonna really care what's going on. Dialogue, part of the acting. But the dialogue is important. You want a good script, something that's well written, where what people are saying means something to you. Obviously, the story, the plot. That's very, very important. We need a good plot. And then, for me, when it comes to an action movie, I mean, you need all of these pieces, but for me, really the most important piece, not the only, but it is very important. Cinematography. Okay, I'm big on visual, so I need to see. I don't want to see wires. I need to see good movement. I don't want to see people looking like they're hanging from a trapeze and looking all unnatural. I need it to look natural. I need it to look real, right? So, without further ado, let's just rate this movie, okay? I've already said I love it. I mean, I love the movie, so this is getting high regards. This is getting high marks all around. I'm just going to put it out there right off the bat. Let's start off with the soundtrack. I like the soundtrack a lot. It was good. The scenes, the music made me feel the scenes. Okay, so it was good. It was good. I couldn't ask for anything more. Was it the best soundtrack I've ever heard? No. I mean, it wasn't a better soundtrack than Star Wars, but it was still a great soundtrack. It was a great soundtrack, and it highlighted the points. It highlighted the mood of the movie. When you were sad, there was sad music. When you were hyped, there was hype music. When it was supposed to be a little quote-unquote scary, there was a little bit of eerie music. So it was good, and the music, it was fine. It was good. I give it a 5 out of 5 for the soundtrack. I wouldn't, The acting. The acting was good. The acting was very good, actually. It was believable, which sometimes in an action movie, the acting kind of doesn't go along because it's just a little forced in some ways. This was good. This was not forced. I felt it. Like, I felt people, I shed a tear, and then I laughed, and then I almost shed a tear again. It was kind of like that. It was good. It was good acting. But I really did shed a tear almost. Okay, I didn't really shed a tear, but my eyes got a little wet. You know what I'm saying? Like I was a little like, let me fight this. I had to fight it a little bit, which is good. I don't want to be crying, but I like to have like that rush, you know, where the hair standing up on my neck kind of, well, you know, I don't really have any hair, but I like that feeling. I like being felt. So I definitely give the acting a 5 out of 5, especially in an action movie. Was it the best acting I'd ever seen? I mean, no, it's not. You know, it's not Brad Pitt being the Pikey in Snatch, but for what it was perfect acting. They were all the characters were ultra believable. I mean, I love Robert Downey. He did a great job. All the actors. And you know, Robert always does a great job, but I just loved everybody. I loved everything about the movie. Everybody. The dialogue. I really liked the dialogue. I really liked it. It's a good art form to blend comedy with seriousness. You know, it's good, and they did a beautiful job of that. A beautiful job. I laughed a lot. Then I also got serious, and then I got real intense. It brought me through all the emotions, and that's what I want. So, the dialogue was great. The back and forth between characters was awesome. To see how characters and some of these guys interact with each other, it was great. It was great. So, again, I give it a 5, another 5 out of 5. So far, soundtrack, 5 out of 5. Acting, 5 out of 5. Dialogue, 5 out of 5. Okay? So right now we're at perfection right now for me. Story? You know, the story was very good. Like, it wasn't, I don't want to say it was, it could have been better. I don't want to say that. But I will say it was the weakest link in the entire thing, but still strong. You know what I'm saying? So, the story was great. Everything else was just that much better. You know. The story, I did like the story a lot, though. I mean, I don't want to take away from anything. I will give the story, I would give the story a 5. I can't give it a 4. I can't give it a 4. I have to give it a 5. The story was good. You know? But the other things were just, I'd say it was the weakest link. And but it was great. It was great. The story was great. Don't get me wrong. Okay, the story was great. But I did love, the acting was off the hook, the dialogue was off the hook. So, you know, do I want to say the story was off the hook? I wouldn't say the story was off the hook. I would say the story was great, though. It was very, very good. It was good. Everything made sense. You know, the people had a right to feel the way they did. You didn't get the sense that they were forcing anything. Like, things made sense. Things fit together. It was good. It was a very good story. A very good story. It's a 5 out of 5 for the story. And then last but not least, my biggest thing, most important to me, the cinematography. How was the cinematography? I can't just give it a 5 out of 5. I have to go above a 5 and say 6 out of 5. The cinematography was so good, I don't even know what to do with myself. I've never seen cinematography so good. This was visually the greatest thing I've ever seen. Ever. And that's tough for me to say because my favorite movie of all time is The Matrix. And not even the first one, the second one, Matrix Reloaded, is my favorite. And this movie made me think about what is my favorite movie. Nothing has been able to touch Matrix Reloaded since it came out, okay? Matrix Reloaded and Matrix. Those are my two favorite movies. Third one, but Matrix Reloaded and Matrix, the original, my two favorite movies. Visually, they are ridiculous, right? This movie, man, I don't want to go too soon and say that this is my favorite movie of all time, but this movie could be my favorite movie of all time. And the cinematography in this movie was just off. It was just too good. It was too good. The fight scenes were just I mean, what can I say? I mean, the fight scenes were ridiculous. So 6 out of 5. It's not even a 5 out of 5. It is a 6 out of 5. I give that, the cinematography. So at the end of the day, this movie is what? Let's do the math. Oh, that looks like it's broken. Let's do the math here. 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 6 divided by 5 equals that didn't make no sense. 5 plus 5 plus 5 5 plus 6 equals divided by 5 equals 5.2. This movie was a 5.2 out of a possible 5. It was sick. It was just ridiculous. I'm gonna have to do a rating on The Matrix and see where we end up, but I mean, should you go see this movie? Yes. If you like action movies, this movie will blow you away. This movie was unbelievable, and it's definitely in my top 3 ever, with The Matrix Reloaded and the original Matrix. So, you know, take it how you want it. Again, Donnie P. Don P. I'm gonna go by Don P. because, you know, not to be confused with Don P. Don P. Please like, subscribe. I'm gonna do all that. I'm gonna be coming at you guys a lot with a lot of different movies, and you know, bear with me. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys will watch again, and I'll see you guys later. All right? No editing. I'm not gonna even mess with editing yet. I'm just coming at you guys straight. Okay? So peace out, please.